Man, what the hell did I just watch? Alright, y'all, so today I'm going to be reviewing Hereditary. Supposed to be the 2018 horror movie of the year. A lot of hype about this movie. Like, yeah, this is like going to be the scariest thing this year, guaranteed. Got all kind of love at the festivals and all that hype and all that shit. So, hey, look, I don't like to believe the hype. I like to go into it myself and give my own opinion. And, what the hell did I just watch? So, Hereditary is the story of this family led by Toni Collette and Gabriel Byrne. They're haunted by the death of Tony's grandmother. I forgot the name of the character in the movie, but Toni Collette's mother in the movie after she passes. They start, like, weird things start happening. Like, the daughter, Charlie, who is a weird looking little girl, I hate to call it that, but I guess they cast it like that on purpose. Like, she was just strange to look at. And she starts seeing, images of her grandmother and everything. And she, I guess she's sad about her grandmother passing and she wants her grandmother back. And then some events happen where the haunting gets worse and worse. Sorry, so I'm keeping it spoiler free, man. I mean, if you've seen the trailers, I guess you know the gist of what it's about, but I don't like to spoil anything in my reviews, just in case anybody didn't see the trailer. But basically, this is a haunting story. This is a supernatural story. Now, look here. I don't do that supernatural shit. Like, I don't mess with Paranormal Activity or The Conjuring. Like, I've seen those movies, but I've only seen them once. Won't watch them again. I don't get into all that spiritual, satanic type shit. All right. That's how I was raised. That's how I grew up. That's just what I believe. I don't do all that spiritual shit. Now, I'll watch slasher movies all day. I'll watch Jason and Freddy and stuff like that all day. And you can make the argument, well, it's still all evil, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, you may be right, but look, that's just my preference. I'll deal with a slasher movie before I deal with the exorcism movie. So yeah, coming into this, man, I really wasn't excited about it, but I say, you know what, for the sake of review, I'm gonna check this out, give this thing a fair shake. The first, half of this movie was really boring. Like, I don't know if it was me, but I'm like, okay, maybe sometimes I guess I have a short attention span. Sometimes, like, if you don't gain my interest, it just takes me out of the movie and I just don't care. And I can't even watch from a critical standpoint or from a fan standpoint. I'm like, I just don't care about this movie. And that's how I felt. The first half of this movie was really depressing. It was all about loss and grief and dealing with loss. And look, I understand about character development and all that, but there was no development. It was just sadness the whole time. It was depressing. Like, I almost want to jump out a window watching this shit. I'm like, okay, this is supposed to be the scary movie of 2018. Okay, so I'm hoping this goes into a place where it does start to pick up and some horror stuff starts happening. I was waiting for that, but there were a couple of moments where I was about to walk out of this movie. And matter of fact, there was this little white lady sitting behind me. After the movie got done, we was both walking out at the same time. And I looked at her and I was like, what in the world did I just watch? And she was like, oh, it was dumb. It was just so dumb. I was going to bring my husband to watch this, but I know he wouldn't like it. Like, I almost walked out. And I'm like, well, shit, I'm glad it just wasn't me, because she was about to leave as well. But like myself, she wanted to see where this movie was going to go. And look, I had 3 different grades with this movie. At first, this movie was going to get like a D- because of how slow the pacing was. But you know what? In all fairness, I thought the acting was good. Everything, from a technical standpoint, everything was good. The way they set scenes up. Like, it wasn't terrible, but it was just boring. It didn't interest me. I didn't care. And then when the things start happening, I'm like, okay, now shit just got real. It starts picking up, and it's like, okay, boom. When the movie really started picking up and getting to the more horror elements of it, I was on board. I'm like, okay, even though I'm still not down with that supernatural and all that seance shit, because they had a couple of seances, and I don't keep them spirits away from me. I rebuke you in Jesus' name. Shit. Like, look, if I even feel some spirits in my place, man, I start spreading olive oil around the house, man, and praying. For real, I don't do that spiritual shit. First half was like a D-, and then the second half was on its way to like a C, because I bumped it up a whole grade because it did pick up and some interesting things happened. And there were moments where if I didn't jump, like, stuff got under my skin, some of the imagery, and I was like, oh, okay, this is starting to creep me out a little bit. But then the ending messed everything up at the end. I was like, what the hell was this? The payoff was not good. The movie went from like a really slow burn to like really like intense, and then it just went a totally different direction, and it lost me after that. Like, I'm like, okay, this movie has lost me. It is not getting me back, and I'm not with this shit, man. Like, I'm sorry, I wasn't with it. The end was still kind of creepy. There was some creepy imagery at the ending, but the payoff was like, what was that? Look, all I can say is cocaine's a hell of a drug. Whoever made this movie was on some shit. Either they was on some marijuana, heroin, or cocaine. I don't know what the hell they was on. They was on something to come up with this shit to put on the screen, man. Look at, like I said, I don't do spiritual movies, but I would put The Conjuring and like The Babadook and what's another one I said, like Paranormal Activity 2 kind of got me. Like, I put those movies over this one. This one was trying to go into an interesting route, like, you know, okay, the whole thing with family loss and, you know, dealing with grief, and then, you know, almost like in a Pet Cemetery way where, okay, you know, I miss my loved one so much, let me see if I can kind of bring that person back. But then, you know, be careful what you ask for, because you're bringing back, it's probably not going to be the same person. Overall, man, I wasn't impressed, man. I ain't too much care for it, so I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to give the much hype Hereditary a D-. Yeah, borderline F, but because of the creepy imagery, because some parts did kind of get me a little bit, I can't give it an all the way F. But overall, man, I was very dissatisfied with this film, and the lady behind me confirmed what I was feeling, because I thought I was tripping, but even she said she wasn't feeling this shit. So yeah, D-, y'all. Wasn't feeling this. That's all I got, man. So what did you guys think of Hereditary? Have you seen it? Comment down below. Comment freely. Thank you for watching. If you dig the content, hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for watching. As always, this is Rashad G. See you in the next video. And I think I'm just going to pray for my house anyway and put some oil around here just in case some shit did sneak in the house after watching this movie. Shit.